Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecartman12.blogspot.com and welcome to my unboxing and product tour of the Huawei Ascend G300. A big thank you must go to Vodafone for sending me this handset over to review. You can pick this handset up from them on pay-as-you-go for around about £100, so just to get that out of the way, this is a budget handset. But the specs are quite impressive for a budget handset, as you can see. 1GHz CPU, 4.0-inch display, 10.5mm slim design, 5MP autofocus camera, and Corning Gorilla Glass. Now, let's take a look at the back, and on the back it does give you more of the specs. It's obviously running Android, 1GHz main processor, 7.2 megabits per second on HSDPA, 4-inch WVGA capacitive touchscreen, 5MP camera, autofocus with LED flash. Quite good to see in a budget handset. It also supports Wi-Fi, 802.11b, G and N, Bluetooth 2.1, A2DP stereo, GPS, G-sensor, dual mic noise compression, proximity light sensor, web browser, and USB 2.0 high speed. Let us unbox the phone. So, this phone has been out with other reviewers, so it will be more neatly packaged when you actually get it. Let's get it out of the box. Oops. Okay, so pop this to one side, have a close look at it in a minute. Take off this little tray on the top, and there's another little box underneath. And over here, let's just quickly take a look. There's some, let's have a look, quick start guide and a important information about the product. Okay, so let's take a look at what you get inside the box. This is most likely going to be where you get the accessories. If I can, there we go. Okay, so first you get a 3-pin UK plug. It'll obviously be country specific, and since I'm in the UK, it'll obviously be 3-pin. And let's dive in even more, and quite tightly packaged. Full-size USB to micro USB connector. Works with the charger. And let's see what else. We get a hands-free kit. This does look quite cheap. Nothing really special, very plasticky construction. As you can see, the ear tips themselves don't look like they got very good sort of sound technology and anything. But box standard, you're obviously going to do better when you actually buy this handset yourself. So let's take a closer look at the Huawei Ascend G300. Quite a nice looking handset. It's quite slim, plastic construction, but it's not like the cheap plastics. It does feel like this is, even though I know this is plastic, it does have a feel of metal, a little look of metal as well. And as over there is a 5MP camera, speaker, the LED flash, presumably a noise cancelling microphone over there. So yeah, so on the back, and it also does say with Google, so this will obviously have all the Android marketplace and all that sort of stuff built in. Okay, let's give you a quick product tour. On the front you have the 4-inch screen, and you also have a menu, home button, and a back button. They're all capacitive. On the top you have a power on-off button and the microphone jack, and the headphone jack. Over here is the earpiece for when you're making calls, and I presume there'll be some sensors near the top as well. On this side you have what is presumably a hatch to take the back off, which we'll do in a minute. And over here is the micro USB connector, microphone for outgoing calls, and the volume rocker over here. Quite small. And on the back I've already showed you the camera and the speaker and everything. And let's take off the back, have a look at what kind of battery capacity we get in here. Okay, let's see. Here's the battery, and there's the SIM card. Let's actually take the battery out, and it is a 1500 milliamp hour battery, 5.6 watts, so it should give this decent battery life. You should get about a day. SIM card goes in there, and I presume the micro SD card goes in there, because this does support up to a 32GB micro SD card. Okay, let's just clip this back on. Okay, now let's see, does it have any juice? Mind the fingerprints on the screen there. Looks like yes, it has got some juice in there. And while it's booting up, I just like to take out my HTC Desire S, which also now has ice cream sandwich, and let's just compare them and see which one looks thinner. But first, before we do that, let's just take a look at the fronts. The Huawei is slightly taller, and it's got a bigger screen, obviously, and it's got fewer capacitive buttons at the bottom. Let's take a look at the thinness on the side. Desire S is obviously made of much better Oh, that wasn't very pleasant. Desire S is obviously made of much better qualities, but of much better materials. But as you can see, thinness or thickness wise are around about the same, or the Huawei might be a little bit thinner. Due to the Desire S's design, it looks like it's thinner when maybe it's just a tad bit thicker. And yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So tallness wise, obviously the Huawei is slightly taller. So let's put that to the side and power off. I don't remember powering this off. Oh, low battery. The screen there did look quite nice though, and please excuse the fingerprints on here. But anyway guys, I'm going to have to go put this onto the charger, so then I'll bring you future coverage and a full review of the Huawei G300. Again, you can pick this up from Vodafone on pay-as-you-go for £100. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Eric from ecartman12.blogspot.com, and I'll see all of you in the next video.